You guys had overthrown the council powers in the city, and yeah. Go.
Okay, so the gnome. So just to clarify, were the gnomes we overthrew, was one of them like actually a counselor, or were they just like a local governor type person?
No, it was a gnomish counselor.
Okay. As in like one of the 5 council members, or
Yes.
okay. And they're now imprisoned, correctly?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. You are all standing
over to them.
in the counselor's chambers now, surrounded by civilians. You just got some anything.
Hi guys.
So, what, we need to set up a whole city government? That should take more than like 5 minutes, right?
I mean, I would hope that the Thieves Guild had some sort of plan for this eventuality. From what I know of revolutions, that's unlikely, but...
All in favor of mageocracy?
So this
All
will
mages vote?
be a survival check, right? To survive the government change.
Is Cassandra around?
Cassandra is there with you, yes.
Okay.
Hey, Cassandra, what do we do?
Yeah.
She just looks at you and shrugs.
Oh my god, are you serious?
How higher up are we?
What do you mean, how high up are you?
Like, are we in like a tall building?
You're in the second story of a fancy mansion type area.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Maybe worth it to stop by and talk to some of those prisoners.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do that at some point regardless. So just to clarify, Cassandra, do your people have like any plans for what to do now?
No, we do not.
Well, this all escalated a little bit too quickly.
What is going on? Like, can we just leave and let everything sorted out itself? I don't live here.
I mean, yeah, like I'm moderately in agreement. Like this, like you're good people, but this is not my city. Like, I mean, I'm not just gonna leave
this whole thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like. Well, okay, so just to be clear, the coup was not our idea. That just happened.
Yeah, but we still
The coup was our idea.
Well, yeah, like long term. Yeah, no, I'm not just gonna like cut and run and hang them out to dry, but I'm also not gonna do all the work of building a government.
So walk out.
Okay, well,
we need.
So first things first. Sort of the whole thing we were doing was to get you documents, Josh.
Yes.
So we should look into that.
Yeah. So let's search the room. Look for.
Yeah, I can't believe we forgot to do that. We loot the room.
Yes, there.
Loot the room. Okay. Most of what you discover is there's a lot of valuables, but at the same time, a lot of it has been taken by the rioting. There's a lot of burnt items, broken chairs. I believe someone got a crown last time. or something?
I don't remember a specific ground, but I assume if someone had that, it'd be nope. But I know we definitely got gold and stuff, and XP.
I got 2 runic great axes.
And a
Wow.
door. Don't forget your door. I expect that you to enchant that and use it as your primary weapon now.
No.
Um,
Not convenient.
well, so is this the government building or is this the counselor's house?
That is a good question.
It is the government
Yes.
building.
Okay.
Oh.
So is they have an archive somewhere where that kind of thing would be?
Presumably they would, yes.
Okay.
Let's go see who this counselor was in touch with. See if we can blackmail you.
Yeah, I guess let's go to the archives and see what's going on.
Yeah. It'd be good to get more information. So, like, I'm obviously looking into trying to find out more about my brother and possible demonic influences of the council. But it'd be good to just, like, learn more about the government structure and what we're up against since we've basically assisted in rebellion against the entire country.
Is your
Of
brother
what's
not
left.
right? Is he literate?
I don't know. My only encounters with him were when he destroyed my monastery. Is that the right word? Probably. And that very brief encounter on the new continent, the name of which I can never remember.
America, obviously.
Yeah, sure. In America, when he basically just buggered off without really doing anything. So, I have no idea if he's literate.
Maybe they have files on, like, subversives, and there's some noble that they didn't like for reasons that we'd probably like him, and we could just dump the city on him.
That'd be convenient.
Um,
Yeah, I think just shifting the government over to some new ruling person would be a lot easier than trying to, like, set up a democracy or some nonsense like that. Not even sure we know what democracy is. Do they have democracy in Gran Loria?
No.
Okay, we don't know what democracy is, so we are not going to try and set that up. At least not at this juncture for one city.
Okay. So what's the plan?
We're looking for, searching the archives for information relating to the council, my brother / demonic influences on the council, and if there are any, like, nobles who were subversive
Dashes
elements
of cash.
that the council
Stuff like
didn't
that.
like, that we can basically just set up as a new government.
Okay. So you're going to the archives.
Quite.
Okay. As you start heading out the door towards the archives, you... Oh, hold on 1 second. You notice that the crowd is following you
God damn
silently.
it. Okay, that's
Too bad
kind of
I don't-
creepy now.
Are they, like, mind controlled? Can I make a perception check to see if they're mind controlled?
Sure. You perceive that they are not mind controlled by anything other than awe.
Shit, I have no idea.
What is it with this party and
we
hero
overthrew, yeah, we overthrew their oppressive government.
Yeah, but is it spectacular in any way?
I would say fairly, yeah, actually.
No. Or you just go in there and shoot everyone.
I mean, nope, like, whacked around a guy with a door.
That was fun.
Huh.
Okay, so I guess get to deal with the crowd first.
Does their intention seem to be focused on any particular individual, or is it all of us?
It's generally all of you.
Okay. Enialis, how do you feel about, like, conversing with the crowd and maybe, like, pulling them elsewhere while we check the archives, since you're fairly charismatic?
Sure.
Yeah, splitting the party. Let's go.
So, Enialis is staying behind for some reason. The rest of you are going elsewhere.
I'm distracting them.
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
distract the crowd so that we can, like, go to the archives without a huge mob following us.
Okay.
Greetings, fine people of Theresia.
Hello, my lord.
We have just overthrown the unjust rulers that have plagued your city. No, sorry, plagued our city
There you go.
for so long.
Yes, my lord.
These evil counselors were under the control of a foreign nation attempting to murder you all.
Wait, what?
We're trying to figure out who they are.
Roll,
that living.
persuasion
That
check.
living.
Nobody's
Roll
like,
what?
roll persuasion. The crowd seems unconvinced by this.
We are now searching the counselor's mansion
You...
for the place, for the government building, for
God.
evidence.
All right, roll persuasion check.
Okay.
What?
With that, they're like, "Oh, my lord, we shall help," and they all begin charging throughout the mansion in an attempt to help you find
Excellent.
information.
If anyone finds anything, bring it to me here.
Not only that, but it seems that there is more people are beginning to shuffle in to try to help you, and soon this entire place is very crowded.
Well, I did my best to tell you.
Setalli is just has her head in her hands, like, this is not what I had in mind.
Well, at least they'll find stuff. They'll bring it here.
Yeah, no, this...
We just saved them. We just saved their lives. I trust them.
Wow, that could have gone worse. Okay, well, if they're... How competent do you...
Alternately, we could have you show your true form, and then we could claim that you're the bad guy, and then they'd leave the house chasing you.
Yeah, that
I
I see no way in which that could go wrong at all.
Well, that's why I didn't say it.
Okay. Well, if they're searching the house, actually, why don't you have them give any information to Cassandra, and then she can give it to us. That way we can go off somewhere and, like, plan out next moves. Maybe interrogate the counselors, or counselor and his staff.
Roll another persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, either of us, I guess, could do
You're
it.
the one saying it.
Okay, so they're not listening. The crowd is too far gone. They're bringing you information. They're just bringing you random books at this point because
Excellent,
half of them are
excellent.
illiterate, and they're just coming
exactly
up
what
to
I
you like, "Is this evidence, my lord?"
Thank you. Yes, it is. This will help us in our investigation. Does anyone have investigation?
I'm also open to other suggestions, because yeah.
I don't know what to do. I didn't expect to have a city.
Well, that's your chance to get a nice
I
house.
was hoping to loot like a good crossbow. What the heck do you do with a city?
Well, you get a nice house in it.
I can't shoot this at people.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
This will not fit in my bag.
I mean, mech carry weight isn't great, but I'm pretty sure Nope can't carry it with us either. Can I trade it to somebody for a really good crossbow? Hey, I just found this city lying around.
Can we just point to like some random commenter and say, okay, you are in charge now?
No, we have one. Cassandra is a wonderful leader. She has been instrumental in this entire process.
She's also theoretically, secretly Thieves Guild leader and probably not terribly well known by the general public, I would assume.
Neither were we. Just wandered in and started shooting people.
What about that, the human counselor's aide?
He'd disappear and say we'd never see him again.
Oh, right.
That was really short-sighted. We should have kept him around for this.
Yeah, because he would have been great for this.
He would have been pretty good.
Cassandra, how do you feel about leading these people?
It's not really my jam, yo.
Well, that's a better endorsement than the rest of us have given. You've got the job.
Do you know somebody who we can trust who would be a good leader? Because really none of us are cut out for this.
I mean, I'm cut out for it, but I just don't want to.
Yeah, okay.
Just then, a tiny gnome pops his head out with a large needle.
Excellent, we can stick you here. You're a
He's
gnome?
also-
They're a gnome? The house is already built to your specifications.
It'll just be another job.
That's racist.
I mean, Livius already does everything. Might as well add ruler of a city to it.
Make a reflex save. Nope.
Well, if we do get him stuck here, can't follow us around poking Nope.
So reflex save. Do I get danger sense on this where I gain an advantage with my uncanny sense for danger?
No,
think
there's
this
no
qualifies as
danger
danger.
presented to you.
Livius is always danger to me.
Okay, fine.
So just deck save, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not proficient in it. Wow.
Yeah, for some reason you don't have a deck save. That's very strange. Okay. You deftly dodge yet another jab as he attempts to stick a needle in your thigh.
I just know what I imagine happening here is he just, without looking, reaches behind him and places a hand on Livius's head.
No, that puts my arm too close.
Or reaches out with, like, just uses the door that he's still carrying to block him.
He, like, pushes the door, like, in front of Livius. Livius begins knocking on the door.
I do not answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Livius.
Hello!
How are you?
Well, I happened to be starting a new job as a clerk here, and then people started throwing stuff, so I joined in.
Nice job. Nice job. Did you hit anyone?
Well, I started throwing some of my bombs around in the lower floors. There might be some collateral damage.
Oh, hopefully that wasn't the archives room.
That would suck.
Hey, you were a clerk. You probably know your way around the archives room.
I do! I was throwing some bombs in there earlier.
Goddamn.
Well, okay, first things first. Do you know anybody who we can make run the city?
Well, I think,
Because otherwise we're gonna ask Hiss.
That's an even worse idea than most of ours.
what about that nice Cassandra lady? Or
She's
Ilya?
not interested. Ooh, Calliope.
Life,
Yeah.
easy.
I don't. Is that how you'd pronounce it?
It was, yeah.
Okay. Right. Or at least maybe she'll know someone. We'll just keep on asking somebody until either we get stuck in a loop or somebody wants the job.
Cassandra, do you want the job?
God damn it.
You tried that already.
I know, but sometimes you have to ask NPCs 2 or 3 times before they give you the answer. You know?
You have to cycle through their changing dialogue options, you know?
You may want to get down to the archive soon. People are just taking stuff out of there.
Are they bringing it to me?
I don't know that there's any real guidance happening right now.
Oh, those unholy sons of bitches. Alright, I'll be down there.
Okay, well let's go check that out first before it's completely torn apart.
Yeah.
And or blown apart. And then we'll head over to visit Calliope and see if she knows anything.
I wonder what Forrest is thinking about.
Oh shit. Oops.
Maybe we could hold a parade and get them all out.
That's an idea. Could make an illusory parade.
Now we just need to find somebody who's willing to organize a parade.
An intimidation check?
Have a parade! You
Okay,
stupid.
actually,
So as everyone make perception checks.
Sounds terrible.
So everyone but Nope notices that there's fire that's starting to form in the manor, but everyone but Nope also notices that there's no smell or smoke. Nope is freaking out.
Okay. Okay. Everyone.
I don't notice it.
So
let's just let Nope do it because he won't have to roll a persuasion check because he thinks there's actually fire.
Quick, we have to get everyone out of the manor before they're all burned alive. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Wow. Okay.
How does Nope react to the fire and the fact that there is now a 24 persuasion check telling him that there's a fire? Nope tries to yell at the fire and it does not work. Nope manages to frighten a lot of people, but does not intimidate the fire at all.
Quick, everyone!
Still
Help the
holding
fire
control.
escape!
They have fire escapes?
I doubt it. Yeah, just get out. Get out before it's too late.
People are panicking, running away.
Okay. I'm gonna start making my way down to the archives.
I assume Nope is going to leave the building.
Yes, Nope, how are you going to react to the fire? Nope.
Sorry, I was letting the dog in. I heard what was going. I heard part of that. What am I reacting to?
There's a fire in the building. How do you react to it?
Strongly believe that there's a fire in the building.
I start heading outside.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm gonna run bravely towards the fire. Try to smother it with my cloak
Okay.
while making a lot of noise.
Everyone else evacuates, including Nope. And once outside, they begin hailing Nope as a hero for shepherding them outside.
Excellent. Okay.
Perfect.
Now everything is Nope's problem. Let's go look at the archives.
Blizzards all over again.
Nope is now the leader of the city.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Bad idea.
I think this is just going to become standard protocol now. We'll call it the Nope protocol. If ever there are people adoring us and we need to get rid of them, we just shove them off on Nope and have them take care of them. Okay, so we go down to the archives.
Okay.
I'll stick with Nope just to make sure nothing goes wrong, and so that eventually he can be told, okay, there wasn't actually a fire, everything's okay.
People are cheering and throwing tearing up books and throwing them as confetti around Nope, and
No.
Oh my god.
trying to lift Nope into the air, presumably against Nope's protest.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm kind of pushing people away.
But the crowd manages to bustle away Nope, and Taela follows behind, I assume?
Yep.
Okay.
So you got your parade.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yep, good job.
The rest of you go down to the archives, I assume.
Should Chris and I go to a different channel?
Sure.
Bye.
Tim left your channel, down 8VE left your channel and switched to OVO on Insta.
Right, what are the rest of you going to the archives?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going downstairs. Turns out the fire was an illusion. Probably some magical item the gnome had.
Okay.
So nothing is damaged or missing?
The
Well, nothing
archives
from
is...
the fire.
Yeah, I mean, I assume there is damage since Livius was throwing bombs around down here.
Yeah, so, yeah, you come down here, it's pretty ransacked, there's books everywhere, people throwing stuff on the ground, there's some burn marks, but no, like, major damage beyond that you can tell. You don't have, like, a list of what books were here, so you don't know what's missing.
Okay. So I guess, archive montage?
Archive montage.
So perception check or something, I assume, to see if we can find anything useful.
Yes. Amrith? Alright, you guys don't really find anything useful. You find it's a lot of, like, history of Thesaria, and that's too loud. 1 second. Okay. History of Thesaria, a lot of ledgers as to, like how much money they're making each month. Setalli, you do notice that there seems to be one of the bookcases slides away as you're, like, fiddling around.
Haha! I was gonna ask about that. Okay. I open it.
Behind it is a large metal slab.
I knock on it.
Does not respond to knocking.
Does there appear to be any, like... Does there appear to be a door of some sort that can be opened?
I mean, it's got, like, you can see hinges, but you don't see, like, a handle of any kind.
Okay. Do I see any sort of... Like, so are there bookshelves next to this, too?
Yes.
Okay, do any of them still have books on them?
They mostly have books on them, yes.
Okay, I just start pulling books off the shelves.
Okay. So, none of the books seem to do anything. In fact, its books just tend to fall on the floor. You spend a good 20 minutes pulling books off the shelves, but the books do not seem to be the key.
I may have something for this.
I call the others over to point this out and see if they have any insight.
A little jar of acid I could splash on there. I don't know if that'd burn through it, but... Just, you guys have to turn around, because... it involved me getting naked.
What? You're going to throw burning acid while naked?
Well, Yeah, I'm not gonna do it with my clothes on. That's for sure.
He doesn't want to get his clothes acidy.
Yeah, you guys played around with acid very much, man. When I was a merchant, I used to. One of the things I sold was acid. It's no fun, but it is useful.
Okay, I guess I buy that. Like, whatever. You're weird, but whatever. So I turn around.
I follow suit.
Okay. You hear a splash and a fizzle, and you turn around, and Enialis is butt-ass butterball naked, and there's a lot of acid on the door.
Careful, the fumes may kill you. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Make a reflex save, Enialis.
Oh my god. No.
Alright, I have to figure out how much a falling metal slab does damage.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna roll a 1d8. I'm gonna assume it's like greatsword. Alright, take 5 damage as a large metal slab lands on top of you, and you're unable to move.
Help!
Well, at least
Watch
you're
my
not
acid.
naked anymore, in a way.
No, I still am.
Yeah, but we can't see it, which is all that really matters.
Well, if you help me lift this up, I'll give you a show.
Yeah, I'm good. So the door's open now, right? Basically.
Yes.
Okay, I just walk over him.
Okay. Take another 3 damage.
And then I will stop to make sure Enialis is okay and help Enialis up.
As I
Thank you.
walk over,
Wonderful fellow, Kimber.
as I walk over, I will.
You're a man, right?
cast-
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, you just melted the hinges off and it fell on you.
Okay.
Well, you get those last 3 points back
Yay!
as I go past.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this has a lot more stuff in it, or a lot less stuff, excuse me, not more stuff. A lot less stuff in it, but there's about, I would say, 20 books on a shelf, as well as a lot of scribbles on a little personal desk. And a very old gnome turns around and squeaks as you walk in.
Livius?
No, it's not Livius.
Oh, okay.
I said, hey there. We're looking for any information you have on the ruling council, subversive elements in the city, and any contact the council has had with demons and demonic forces.
He looks at you behind very dusty old glasses.
Can you even see with those?
What?
Wow, you can't hear either. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just going to, start looking through things.
Okay. He sort of wanders over to the door and he's like, "Is that sunlight?" Strips naked and runs off into the distance,
Yeah, I ignore that.
baffled. Presumably. Yeah, so go ahead and roll. I assume you guys just want to take 15 and take the time to read everything in here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not like the whole library anymore. It's just a small area, so it shouldn't be nearly as bad to find any information we're looking for.
You find a lot of communiques, like a lot of clearly stuff that was not meant to be read by everyone, and it appears to be in some sort of code. You can't really understand. It's got words like the owl spooks at midnight and stuff. And without any knowledge of that, you're not really sure. You're not really sure how to translate that. You do see references to. Stop fucking with your stuff, because I gotta read your own bios.
I'm sorry. I was looking to see if I had any spells that would help with that, but I do not.
Yeah, you do see references to like names like Latalis. You see references to the gatekeepers is another thing that continues to pop up frequently. You see a lot of yes.
Okay, I will definitely just start taking anything that has Latalis mentioned in it to try and decipher later.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna need someone who can decipher code. How's Cassandra dead? Do you guys know?
I don't know, you could just find someone with high intelligence score too, if anyone in our party has that.
Maybe.
I am not very intelligent.
I punch things.
Does Enialis discern? Is he able to decipher these at all?
You could. It's going to take some time, obviously. It's not magic. It might include some history and religion, but you're going to have to take some time. There might even be references to acrobats in there, but you're going to have to take some time to sit down and read it.
Okay.
Because at this point, like, you can't just pick it up and
poof,
yeah.
I can read
Well,
this.
let's go to Ionis's little tavern. I'm gonna need a beer for this.
Yeah.
All right.
I pick up.
I'm going to switch channels while you guys do some stuff and talk with him.
Alright.
Stetson left your channel.
What are you guys' next move?
Go home.
Yeah, so our I guess we'd probably try and catch up to Taela and Nope before meeting up with Eliape.
Okay.
Yes. Regroup first.
Yeah. Since, I mean, Taela is our connection to Eliape.
Okay. Well, as you start to head out of the manor and into the center of the town, you notice a very large crowd gathered around someone speaking in the center.
Okay, we head for that. Since last we
Okay.
saw Nope, he was with a very large crowd.
Yeah. You notice that there's a very large person standing in the center of the crowd speaking. But as you get closer, you notice that it is not masculine features, but instead feminine features. It's actually Eliape, like telling people what to do and how to move forward, like essentially giving people steps.
Okay,
excellent.
well that's one problem solved. Do we see Taela and Nope anywhere?
Yep, they're in the back of the crowd.
Yeah, we go, well, at least I go over to them. I assume they're this fellow.
Yep. I follow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think Tim's actually getting pizza right now. I don't know if you want to drag them down here.
Tim was moved to your down 8 VE was moved to your channel Heretics on Esta.
All right, party's regrouped.
Is Tim back, Chris?
I am.
Okay.
No.
Awesome. Okay. So I see you have solved the government problem.
I don't know about solved.
No, it looks like.
It is not an urgent issue at the moment.
Okay. Well, we found some documents that may have information we need, but they're coded. Enialis thinks he might be able to decrypt them, but he needs time and a place where he won't be disturbed, so we were thinking of heading over to Eliape's place.
I guess that's what the acrobatics check was for.
yeah, the acrobatics check was to determine if he could decode it.
Yeah. There wasn't anything about acrobats in there as far as I can see. It's all in code though, so there might be.
Right. Okay. Well, could always ask Nope's favorite gnome if he knows anything about codes. He seems to know something about everything.
Oh. Can we ask Cassandra?
Sure, we can ask us.
That's also an option. I would say though, let's give Enialis a chance to crack it first. If he doesn't, then we can go look for help elsewhere.
Cool.
Yep.
That'll also give us a
Just lay low
chance
for a
to
while.
rest too, which I think some of us need. And I can retrieve my armor, which I would also like.
I completely forgot that you didn't have your armor that entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we...
I thought you wore the armor of faith.
Well, yeah, in a sense I'm never unarmed or armored, but... Anyway, we retrieve our stuff and head over to YP's place and presumably get a rest while Enialis is code cracking.
Okay. I mean, the top floor of it's still burnt out, so there's no real rooms to stay at.
I mean, I assume the bar is like
Oh,
not
right.
really open to the public right now anyway,
But
since...
the bar is very empty, yes. And, yeah, there's a bunch of spaces on the floor. Fortunately, it appears the Liope has been kidnapped by the crowd. Is not available right now, but yeah. You guys have the place to yourselves.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay. Well, let's do this.
Do we know where Elaris is?
I mean,
Just still with the crowd somewhere.
Yeah, we don't need to bother her.
Yes.
She's busy.
That is where she is. Yeah, so you're gonna spend some time cracking some codes.
code breaking montage, go.
I don't know. Is there still music playing? It's not.
Your voice is music enough.
Yeah. Background noise anyway. Yeah, so you spend some time just generally looking for the code information. And you make some progress. It's actually a very difficult code to break, but you do find some information, a good deal of information out, regardless. There are frequent references to a group called the Gatekeepers, which seem to be not completely understood by the council, but there is mention of them out to the west in the desert and also in the Elvish lands, to the northeast as well. Moreover, from what you can glean, there's a lot of references to dealings with the council in an attempt to like research into an attempt to make people more acquiescent. Is that a word? Complacent, yeah. And research into different kinds of spells and magics that would do that. But you can't.
The magic is outlawed.
Yes, the magic is outlawed, right? Good thing they are the council. And yeah, that's a lot of what these documents tend to reference.
Okay.
I can help us out with the keepers.
You know about them?
I'm a founding member, as it
Wait,
turns out.
what?
Oh,
Goodness.
We were just a group that I helped found to preserve different lore and history and culture of various tribes throughout the world, with no intent of hiding anything for moral sake or religious sake. We want to try to preserve everything as accurately as we could. And one of my friends ended up following a lead on my behest to go check out a shrine dedicated to Intavar, who's a prophet to the god Malar. And I found him dead. And so there's a group that's out there that's preventing the gatekeepers from understanding this knowledge of what Malar wanted and what he was all about. And I'm essentially in hiding right now. Trying to also find out what was happening at the shrine and why Sin is dead.
So it sounds like a promise made.
Who's helping the council with the spells?
There seems to be references to a dark power, but you can't, like, you're not familiar enough with, like, what's the, like, the cabal, not the cabal, like, I can't think of the word. Like satanic rituals and stuff.
Okay.
The occult. Seems to be occult research into like making people more subservient. And to that end, also the destruction of a lot of knowledge, which the gatekeepers seem to be fighting actively against in certain areas.
Right.
Does like Talos get mentioned in reference to this at all?
Talos?
Talos?
Oh, Talos. Where he's referenced as an intermediary or a advisor.
Okay, well that's disconcerting on multiple levels. So I guess what we really need to know is what our next steps are. So we have, so there are mage hunters posted around the city gates. What was their reaction to the coup?
Can assume the majority of like people who are in positions of like authority have either fled the city or
Been overrun.
Been overrun, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Welcome back.
Weeba.
Yeah. So any thoughts?
Particular.
Okay. I have two thoughts. So one, I think we should probably still interrogate the counselor to some degree. But if that doesn't turn up anything else, I think our best bet might be to try and make contact with the gatekeepers, since they've might know more about what's currently going on.
Also, they're in conflict with the council, and anybody who doesn't like the council probably want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So can we assume we've had like a long rest here to recover stuff?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Let's go interrogate the counselor then.
Okay.
Assuming the lynch mob hasn't found him already.
No, you guys saved him from the lynch mob. Yeah, so you don't actually know where he's at right now. How are you going to find that out?
I was kind of assuming he just retained to dungeons, but if we don't know, then I would ask Goliath, since she now seems to be more or less in charge.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys go in search of Goliath. Where are you searching for her?
Is there like a loud crowd noise outside?
The streets have quieted down quite a bit since you guys have been doing research. It's been a couple days.
Did she leave a runner at her place?
She did not.
Maybe check the old government office.
Okay. So, yeah, as you guys head to the old government office, you do see people standing outside of it. Yeah, you see people actually standing guard with, like, pitchforks outside of the gate.
Hello, good citizen. Can you direct us to Iliope, first of her name, Lord of the city of Theresia?
Don't... Okay, first of all, what the hell's Theresia? And second of all, don't know no Eliope.
Well, considering that's not how our friend here pronounced her name, I would be very skeptical of that.
Don't know no Iliope either.
Would you know better for 5 silver?
Sure.
Wow.
Alright, I'd pay him 5 silver.
Still don't know who that is.
You liar.
Who
Well.
told you to stand guard here?
The reigning council.
What reigning council?
There's been a council formed to take over the city.
Oh, that was quick.
It's very quick.
They aren't gnomes, are they?
What?
Can we speak with this council?
And who might you be to want to speak with the council?
The reason there's a council.
He's not budging.
Nope. If you don't mind.
I think you should move.
He yelps, drops his pitchfork, and runs off.
After you, Josh. Setalli.
Yeah. So I'm assuming if they're guarding this, that there's decent odds that at least someone will know where the council is if they aren't actually here.
Okay.
So we go in.
It's still pretty empty, still pretty, like, everything's still busted and torn up and stuff, but, you do see, like, the entrance to the, like, the Grand Hall or whatever is still there.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah. Is there anyone in there?
Yeah, actually, you notice 5, what appear to be wealthy merchants, they're now sitting at the, in a sort of, like, even fashion, but one of them is actually sitting on what the throne, and looking down. And they call out and they're like, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
That was really
Let's
short-lived
look
popularity.
at this a different way. Who are you, and what are you doing here?
We are taking over maintenance of this city right now.
Under whose authority?
The people's.
Do the people
Oh,
notice?
I don't think we really care. You know where Eliop is?
Goliath, Forrest.
No, Calliope. I was gonna guess. That was
Calliope?
my second guess.
Never heard of it.
What the heck happened?
These guys just said they're setting up a council, so they're just sitting here, I guess, thinking they run the city.
You might try the dungeons. We had to lock up a bunch of people who were a little bit too rowdy. If your friend is in there. But if your friend is in there, you might not want to visit her. You wouldn't want to be seen as one of the troublemakers.
Well, we removed the last council, so we've already ready to trouble.
Okay.
How are you today?
If if my friend is in there, you are going to regret it.
Yeah, so...
Oops, I didn't mean to roll twice. It lagged.
What are you using to intimidate them? The small
My
elvish
crossbow.
person?
How about the giant?
Oh god.
Okay. Tell me how you intimidate them. Nope.
So one of the doors was already off, right, from my last visit?
Yep.
Oop,
That's
wrong
strength
bet.
save, not athletics.
That's pathetic.
You don't need to do a strength save. You already critically rolled on the intimidation.
Okay, I ripped the other door off and plant it in front of him, saying, "I'm going to use this to kick your ass out of the room. Where's our friend?"
He's like, "I'll be right back," and he runs off, and you notice a wet spot on the throne.
Do you suppose he's coming back?
Yeah, I follow him.
He whispers to one of the other people, he whispers to a commoner essentially that's in there in the main hall, and the commoner runs off, and he's like, "Your friend should be coming any second now."
Much appreciated.
You better hope so.
And with that,
While she's here, why don't you sit back down?
he obligingly sits in the pee.
God.
Yeah, and with that, Calliope is walked in, not shackled in any way, but not yeah.
Okay, so what exactly happened here? I want to sort this out before we move on.
Yeah, if we have to kill any more counselors, I want to know.
Yeah, last we saw you, things seem to be under control. What happened?
Well, it seems these pompous asses, these pompous dudes, they are all men. Because I'm sending a socially progressive message. Decided that they needed to run the city, and they saw me as competition, I guess.
Would you like me to shoot one of them?
Maybe.
Would you like me to shoot all of them?
Yeah, I was gonna say one of them.
Because
Actually,
clearly we should.
I might have a spell for that.
Should not have left you alone.
No, we shouldn't use
Should have helped you better.
harm people, otherwise they'll just fear mages. Shoot them across crossbow.
With
Kill
that,
them painfully.
she walks up to the guy who's sitting in the throne and physically lifts him and throws him off, and then thinks twice about sitting
you
down.
probably don't want to sit there.
And she sits on the throne very daintily, which is impressive for a woman who is essentially a half giant, and is like, "I think I can take care of them."
Well, if you're sure.
Are you sure you don't want us to shoot them just a little bit?
We need
Rules are a
someone.
little fuzzy on kneecaps.
We need to maintain as much stability as we can.
There are wheelchairs. Wheelchairs are stable.
Okay. Oh, if you're sure.
Can we help in any way? I feel like we should have asked that before we disappeared last time.
Everything should be fine. What did you need, dearies?
Well, we were gonna try to find some people who may know more about what the council is up to and what their plans, just sort of everything are.
Well, you might want to check with the counselor. He's in the stockades right now. We should be able to get you in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And with that, you're led off to the stockades and to the counselor, who is in the bottom ring. You are in front of the counselor.
Well. How the turns and table.
What?
Okay, we want to know... So we found your secret archive room.
Oh, there's a secret archive room?
Oh yeah, didn't we mention that? That's where we found the documents that we were deciphering.
I wasn't here, so maybe you did.
No, we definitely didn't.
The door fell on me.
Yeah. Yeah, we found your secret archive room, and we found and deciphered the documents there. Is there any reaction at all from him?
He's glaring at you intently.
Please, good sir. We have resorted to torture in the past, and while it is an effective way of getting information, it's not particularly pleasant for us. That being said, what we want, we will definitely resort to torture if we have to. Your move.
We haven't asked him anything yet.
He starts screaming about how you're sheep and you will be culled, and yeah.
Okay, listen. There are basically two ways this can go for you now. One way is, I mean, honestly, probably quick and painless, but, you know, you'll probably be executed, likely by guillotine, or, I don't know. How do they execute people here?
By my axe.
Usually the
Headsman's
yeah.
axe. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, that's a fairly quick way to go, but you'll be dead, which, you know,
Depends on how I swing it.
I would assume you probably want to avoid that. The other way, you basically go into forced retirement. It's still not as glamorous as what you had, but you're alive. Now, which way that goes, we're the ones who basically helped set up the new government, so we have a degree of influence there. So if you cooperate with us, we can maybe at least save you from the headsman's axe.
Oh, there won't be a headsman's axe. I can assure you.
Oh,
What are
okay,
they,
is
swords?
that because you want me to just shoot you now? I can just shoot you now if you want. That sounds a lot easier. I'm just gonna shoot you now.
Do it,
You
do
can,
it.
You
Do
can
it.
just shoot me, but the armies that'll be on your doorstep shortly will be my vengeance.
And
Oh,
how...
Thank you for that information.
Yes. And how would the armies know that the city's been overthrown so soon?
You don't think you don't think we sent a message? In fact, like, the human counselor's assistant was just here maybe an hour before.
I just start laughing. You poor fool.
News will reach the other counselors. They're
The
gonna put an
human
end to this
counselor's
everybody.
assistant is the one who helped us overthrow you.
He looks shocked, but starts muttering at you.
Say mage.
Yeah, I'm casting
You break his
detect
jaw?
magic right now. If I
Okay.
can find where that is. 1 second. Somewhere.
Yeah, you definitely sense magic.
Let me see. What else do I have? I don't think I have
Somebody
any.
break his jaw.
Actually, yeah, I just hold a hand over his mouth because if he's muttering, that means it probably has a verbal component, which means he actually needs to be able to speak to cast it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that causes problems for interrogation.
If you chop off his fingers, he won't be able to cast any spells with somatic components.
I'm happy to draw my axe.
I mean, the thing is, like, if we're actually trying to get information from him, he has to be able to talk.
He can talk without fingers.
Yeah, I mean, just take your hand off, and every time he tries to catch a spell, just put it back on.
Okay, sure, we'll go that way.
I guess that works.
And I'm also going to say, so my large friend here.
To interrupt you, when you put your hand over his mouth, you do not sense that the magic is stopped.
Son of a bitch.
What are we doing, Jack?
Okay, what? So is the magic coming from him?
Yes, the magic is coming from him. I'm going to start a countdown timer.
Is he still moving his? Is he moving anything?
He is not moving anything.
Shit.
I chop off his pinky with my silver dagger. Hopefully that will break his
Is
concentration.
there anything close by blunt that I can use to hit him with?
My quarterstaff.
Yeah, no, like, except for your weaponry.
Okay, so I say stop right now, or okay, well, I guess the roll's been rolled.
Alright, he's going to make a concentration check. I have to find his stats again. Hold on.
Otherwise, I've got stunning strike that I can use.
I've stopped the countdown because I meant to stop the countdown. 1 second here. Nope, this isn't helpful. Fuck!
Would it be easier just to have Nick stunning or Cameron stunning strike him?
Hold on. Oh, I found it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so... Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and try to do whatever you're gonna do.
Who?
Who?
Enialis or Camarith?
Camarith or Enialis. Actually, you already moved. So, yeah.
I mean, that should hit. He's chained up, so it can be pretty hard to miss.
Yep. I have to figure out like concentration check. Oh, okay, perfect. Alright, the damage seemed to have stunned him temporarily, and the spell is broken.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, listen, I know that hurt, but if you keep trying to cast spells like that, you will lose more fingers.
You cut off his finger?
Yeah, that's what he said he's going to do. He said he's going to cut off his pinky finger.
That is what Forrest said he was going to do, yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody else was making a move and disrupt his concentration. I didn't know what the hell he's casting. Could be a 9th level spellcaster for all I know.
I mean, he's old enough to be, certainly, so...
He's a gnome, you can never trust gnomes.
I'm sure Nope agrees with that. Anyway. Okay.
I would have taken the whole hand, but...
Well, this way we have more parts for later.
Take the hand, then the forearm. You have parts.
Okay, so as my friends are currently demonstrating, they are not at all hesitant to further mutilate your body. So please refrain from casting any more spells. Goodness. Now, tell us everything you know about the council's plans concerning the use of magic to subdue the population. You want to know specifically what they're looking into?
I will. Sure, totally. But first, you big guy, you should kill your friends.
I punch him in the face.
Auvek, please roll a will. What is a will save in this? Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So, nope. Now, turns towards the nearest person and begins punching them.
Who's that?
Ooh, okay, so how would you guys have been set up if assuming that there is a...
At the very least, Nope and Enialis and I are all right next to
Yeah.
Gnome.
It's probably either Setalli or me.
Alright, so Enialis, so Nope, roll an attack. Unarmed attack against, yeah. Against,
What is unarmed attack again? I don't typically use it.
It should just be your base attack roll, I think.
Yeah, then the damage is 1d4. Yeah, he'd have his... Yeah.
Does that hit?
My armor class is 15. I don't know.
Nope, you should rage. I don't actually know how to best play your character. I'm just gonna assume raging is good. And you should attack again, I think. Do you already have 2 base attacks? I don't even know.
Oh, let me double check what I've got. That's why I make notes on this sheet.
And really, it might be best just to have.
Yeah, I already have 2 attacks. Rage would give me a 3rd.
Okay.
Oh my.
So am I actually raging?
Yes, you're raging and yeah,
Doing all 3
reckless
attacks. Yes.
attacking.
That one hits.
So 1 hits.
So 1d4 damage is what unarmed would be without any modifiers.
No, it was plus a strength mod, right? Oh, okay.
My strength modifier would count into that, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be 8.
Yeah.
The plus
Alright,
2 is for the rage bonus.
Okay.
All right, everyone, roll initiative.
Did you want the thing out, Stetson?
Huh?
The initiative tracker.
Yes. 1 second. There we go.
Yeah, the thing.
You have to have your character selected.
Yeah.
Oh.
Forget about that part.
Suppose I have to have my character there.
That would help with selecting.
Do you want me to reroll, or do you just want to take it over, Stetson?
Just reroll.
Damn it.
Wow.
Oh, all right. Nope, and
Oofda.
Tali.
I actually improved my roll.
That's why I didn't want to reroll. Okay, well, I'm probably going before nope. Yeah. So is that at least.
Okay.
Should rearrange our characters, I think, where they'd actually be, so. I'll assume I'm in the center facing dude.
Up there with presumably Forrest.
Yeah.
Hmm?
You should probably be in between me and nope if he's attacking you.
Right.
Okay. So then be
All right.
Karen's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this, but all of my attacks are going to be non-lethal. But I will attempt.
That's the assumption,
still.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2 key points. 1 for stunning strike and 1 for flurry of blows. So the flurry of blows, I get. Oops, not that one.
All right, you have to hit him first.
Yes.
That hits.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you whack him over the head. Okay.
So as I understand it, I get my regular attack, a bonus attack for being a monk, and then flurry of blows gets me 2 other attacks, right?
Yep.
That's the way it reads.
Mm-hmm. So 4 attacks
And-
total.
And my first one is going to be the stunning strike.
Okay.
Okay, you do have to roll for all those attacks. You don't just get damage.
Yes, I know.
You got a little damage happy, okay?
Yeah, so what's the Constitution saving throw that Chris needs to beat?
I am looking that up.
I feel like we had this problem last time.
Yeah, didn't we just say it was?
Yeah.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus stat mod for save DCs.
Yep. So
Whatever your proficiency is with your quarterstaff plus your stat modifier.
that'd probably just be the +9 that he has there.
Yep.
So
So
17. God damn. He does have good
Plus-
constitution.
And +2 of the quarterstaff is from the enchantment, presumably, so it'd actually be 15.
Oh yeah.
That
you're
doesn't
right.
matter at this point.
No, it doesn't, but for future reference.
Okay. But here's first attack.
Are you continuing all your other rolls? Okay.
Here's second attack.
Does not hit.
Here's third.
That ties, so no.
I think
Sorry, you broke up. What?
Tie goes to defender.
Then your other 2 attacks are with your unarmed from flurry of blows, so you're not using your quarterstaff.
Right. Oh, shit.
My goodness, do you attack with your quarterstaff and then your feet?
how many did hold his
So
course
that
stuff
would be-
one-handed too?
That would be the last one.
And that one would hit.
Yeah, you need to reroll all the.
Oops. Yeah, I keep mishitting all these buttons too. So,
Oh, so
I'm
he-
confused.
He rolled his
All right,
first quarterstaff attack, he rolled his second quarterstaff attack, and then
That missed.
that third quarterstaff attack can count as his first unarmed attack.
No, it's.
Oh,
it's
it
the-
has a big
It's a higher
bonus,
bonus, and it didn't miss.
your
It
16
didn't
unarmed
hit,
hits.
so
Yeah, the 16 unarmed.
Whatever, doesn't
Doesn't.
matter.
It's just. Yeah, it's 2 hits.
It's the 16 unarmed that I did hit.
yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
'Kay.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's 13 points total.
So the first strike hits Nope, who is now very confused, and then it gets punched in the face.
So the first one did it, and then and then Nick
And then Nick punched
tried to
him.
hit him again, and then hit him again, and then tried to hit him again. Neat.
So did that break the thing?
The first contact did, yeah.
Lol.
Okay.
Okay.
Cameron, we're having a talk later, I think.
As you guys have been fighting or like paying attention to Auvek, yeah. The gnome has been choking himself.
How? He's in. Okay.
He's been holding his breath in an attempt to kill himself.
That does not work.
Yeah, that really doesn't. I slap him.
Like a con save, I guess.
No, once you fall unconscious from holding your breath, you start breathing because it's involuntary.
Yeah.
People have tried. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now, if he's using magic or something.
so this is quite obviously not working for you. Just tell us what we want to know, and we'll be out of your very old hair.
As you're talking, he suddenly goes invisible.
Okay. He's still locked up, so like. I
I'm
mean,
no longer here, he shouts.
I assume we can see the shackles still.
Yes, you can still see the shackles.
Okay, I poke in the middle of where the shackles are with the butt of my glaive.
You hear a yelp.
You're
I almost feel bad. I'm just kidding. This is hilarious.
okay.
Well,
How many limbs do you want to have left when we leave? That is the question I'm
so
going
it's
to
not
ask you.
fingers. We should probably just leave with him. Can we cause a
I draw my
disturbance?
axe and I say, I'm thinking you leave with 0.
He sighs and is like, what What do you want to know?
All we want to know is, first, what do you know about the council's plans concerning using magic to subdue the population?
He's like, how do you even know about that? We
I
use
told you, we
code."
searched your archive and cracked your codes.
Codes are shit.
You
You're the
can't see
dumbest
him,
gnome I've ever met.
but he seems upset about this.
Can we just take him back to like a safe house where we can?
I don't think
Keep
that
them
would go
under
over
guard.
well with the government. Like,
Well, we don't have to let the government know.
we're already going... Oh my goodness.
No.
Well, you see, we're actually, if I tell you, you have to protect me from them.
Of course.
I want safe passage out of this country.
We can definitely arrange that.
Well, you see, they're planning on making a deal with, the, I just realized I took my hand off the, took my hand off my push to talk. They're planning on making deals with, demons to, learn greater spells to essentially mind control the entire population.
What demons?
Well,
Which plane are they from? What demons are they?
so actually they are, and as he says this, someone runs in with a pitchfork and stabs the old mage in the back.
What an asshole.
Can I not prevent that with danger sense? That's a danger, right?
It's not to you. It's to
He said
him.
it-
Yeah.
yeah. Y'all can make reflex saves.
That would be...
It doesn't say it has to be against me when things nearby aren't as they should be.
Oh, wait, dexterity save.
But it does say giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. Luckily, we have Taela here.
Taela, you have a chance to save him. What do you do?
I grab the pitchfork and sort of twist it around so that he falls over.
Okay. So now you've caught someone, and they've fallen over, and the gnome is safe.
So, what's going on, buddy?
The man who's fallen grabs something out of his
Can
pocket
we-
and drinks it, and begins foaming at the mouth.
Can we shut the door behind us now?
Well, actually, it was one of the guards that was supposed to be guarding him, so like they opened the door and ran in. It wasn't like a random person
okay.
just wandered into the jail.
So I'll say, nope, if you wouldn't mind just guarding the door while we're doing this, I'll turn back to the gnome and say, as you can see, we are more than capable of ensuring your protection.
He gulps, which you can't really tell besides the audible sound of a gulp, because you're talking to an invisible chained up gnome. But he's like, there's magics that we were promised by an individual that were planar level magics, but it involved summoning a lord of I need to look up the planes. Hold on.
As it turns out, I do have a monster manual full of demon lords now, so if you need demon lords, I can provide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just
So,
hell?
do we want to open the door again?
Is that, what, Stetson?
Is it just hell? Is that the name of the plane? For the demons?
1 second. Let me...
There's a few.
Oh. Yeah, no.
What kind of demons?
The chaotic evil, not
Tanari?
lawful evil. Tanari? Yes.
That wasn't second edition. I don't know.
Oh, demons of Carcerai. The Tartarian depths of Carcerai, also Tartarus, or the Red Prison, is a neutral, chaotic, evil-aligned plane of existence. Yes, Carcerai. Lord of Carcerai. No, actually, no, it's the other one. It's Gehenna. No, I do want the lawful evil one. Yeah, it involves...
Baitor?
Not Baitor. Is it Baitor?
Baitor is the lawful. Wait.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's in
Baitor.
3rd edition. I don't know about 5th. Sorry.
Sure, it's Baitor. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like a Lord of Baitor to provide them this power.
Well, that's not good.
We're also seeking to, wipe out all knowledge of this so that we can no longer, so that no one can ever find out how we did it.
Why though?
I mean, that's pretty obvious. They just want to make their rule complete, essentially. Okay, so how far along in this are you guys?
Pretty far along. We're just collecting the final components as we speak.
You wouldn't have to be related to Demon Lord of Baitor, would you, Setalli?
And what are those?
The final rituals.
Yeah, and
We have to seek out this knowledge, because it's hidden. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay. Last thing, have you had any contact with a tiefling named Talis?
Who do you think provided us with the information on how to start this process?
Would you happen to know how to contact him?
No, he usually contacts us.
Darn. Where does he do that? Does he just like contact you wherever you are, or?
He usually just pops in. It's very scary, but you can usually tell when he's coming.
Okay. Well, does anyone else have any questions for our friend here?
Can you explain that to all the merchant council up above?
What do you mean?
Like everything you just told us, can you tell it to everyone else? I'd appreciate that.
That is actually a very good question. A good idea.
Sure. I can do that. I'd have to be unshackled first.
I don't think you would, actually.
We'll shackle you to Nope.
Oh, you want to be unshackled? Okay, we'll just shackle you a different way.
So can we shackle his arms like around my neck and he can hang down in front of me like a necklace? That's exciting.
I like it.
We could do a public proclamation, but I have a feeling that'd probably just end up with him being assassinated before he could say anything.
As you guys are arguing, someone runs down and is like, Eliape has requested someone, you guys' presence.
Why do I get the feeling that if we go, he'll be dead when we come back?
That's why we take him with us.
Bring him.
and guard him carefully.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's convenient. We actually want to bring the prisoner to speak with Calliope as well.
Okay. Alright. You unshackle him and shackle him to Nope. Like a necklace, I guess.
Awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, you head towards the council chambers, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll stay in
Okay.
front of Nope just to provide some extra protection for little gnome guy.
Everyone's gonna come?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have my axe out, and it's got him kind of holding it in front of him as like a little shield, since he's small.
Okay. One second here.
Prisoner transport.
All right. So as you start to approach the council chambers or the council building, you notice that there's no longer people standing out front.
Okay.
In fact, there's no one in the street at all.
Can I hear
That's probably not bad at all.
a rampaging army?
Well, so you're in the center of the city right now. You don't see a rampaging army, no.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, as you walk in, actually, how do you guys proceed?
Look in the council chamber.
Yeah, I guess I would say we just keep going. I mean, it's a bit weird, but
But like, I think he means order, right, Stetson?
Yes.
Single file line.
with Enialis in front and Nope in the back.
I'm okay with this.
This seems okay.
Yeah, it's not like he's our arcane spellcaster or anything.
He's just a merchant. He's as non-threatening as could possibly be. No one will ever want to kill him.
Plus, I'm nice.
I haven't tried to kill you. Anyway, okay.
They try to kill me.
Anyway, as you start to walk in, you don't. There's again no one in the building, but the doors to the council chambers have actually been replaced.
Well, that was quick. Is anything else still in disarray?
No, it actually looks like it's been cleaned up fairly well.
What time of day is it?
It's in the evening. I would say equivalent to like our 5 or 6 o'clock.
When did we go in?
That is a good question.
I'd say around 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I mean, if they had the entire village working out here, they could have done that, but by village I mean city.
Well, if we don't see anything else unusual, we should look in the council room.
I'm gonna do that.
You're going to look in?
No, I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay. It's just Celestial Fiend or Undead. Yeah, you don't recognize any of that.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess well, Enialis is leading, I guess, so what do you do? Oh, Fearless leading.
I guess go to the Council chambers.
As you open the doors, you notice something very amiss. In fact, there are a lot of guards in purple gear, very professional-looking guards in purple gear, and a man sitting on the throne by himself.
Setalli,
I
I'll
swear.
let you take the lead here.
Every time we come in here, there is someone different sitting on that throne.
He
Must
looks
be
at you
cursed.
and he goes, he looks at you. He goes, "Come in, friends. Come in. Welcome. Who here is the leader?"
I'm actually gonna stand in the doorway, not letting other people in yet. I'm just gonna say, you'll excuse my forwardness, but last time I was here, someone else was sitting on that throne. What happened to her?
"Oh yes, your friend. Let me bring her out." And with that, he snaps his fingers, and out is marched Calliope, who is once again in someone else's captivity. And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, and your other friend." And he snaps his fingers again, and out walks Cassandra, also having been captured.
Okay, who are you?
Oh, yes. My name is Nestor Luca, or you may know me as the Human Counselor. On the
Yeah.
Council of 5. Or now 4, I guess, unless your necklace is still alive.
Okay.
How many guards are there?
There are 20.
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, he is for the time being. Although I'm getting the feeling that that's very much going to depend on what happens in the next few minutes or so.
Oh, you misunderstand me, friend. I am not looking to fight here. I am looking to make new friends.
We may be looking to fight.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We removed the last council.
Would you stop?
Okay, fine.
I do not want this dirty gnomish city. It is nothing like home. It's very warm here. I hate it.
Okay, so you're telling me you really don't care that we've overthrown one of the 5 counselors?
No, in fact, it presents a unique opportunity for both of us.
Go on.
As you know, most humans, we value our ability to be free. Not like the more... Oh, what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Like, not like the more hegemonic races, like the elves or the dwarfs. So I assume that you've already figured out the council's plan.
Yes, your gnomish friend here was quite happy to share your plans with us.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. You will have to be punished, small tiny person.
Already taken care of.
He seems to be missing body parts.
Oh, only one.
So
But
far.
I think we can come to a compromise here, where we would stop the council's plan and eliminate some of my competition in the meantime.
Really, you're fine with stopping the plan that would basically solidify your power for all eternity?
Oh, my friend, competition. No competition means no money. No money means no merchant, or no competition means there can be no advancement. I am, if nothing, a capitalist, or whatever the magical equivalent of capitalism is.
Do I believe... Okay, yep, insight check. Hey, do I believe him?
He seems to be completely honest.
Wow. Okay, what do you have in mind?
Well, first the trade. But first, what I shall do as a token of my appreciation, I shall return to you your bartender. And with that, he notions and releases a Liope who runs to your side.
Liope, have you been hurt? Have you been hurt to Liope?
It doesn't look like he's hurt her, other than having to put her in cuffs. Manacles. And now we trade. I give you your thief, you give me your necklace.
I look at Taela.
Sorry, I didn't catch that part.
You want us to trade Nope's new jewelry for Cassandra?
Well, I kind of feel like shooting him.
Nope's jewelry or the guy on the throne?
At the moment, the gun.
Come now, you do not want to hurt her pretty little head. It would be a very bad start to a partnership.
In most cases, I would generally be inclined to tell him to go screw himself, but given the number of guards here, I think even if we tried to fight him, Cassandra would probably still end up dead, so...
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, so I will gesture to Nope to relinquish his new jewelry.
I grab the chain to lift it off from around my neck and toss him towards the throne.
My, quite a throw. Quite a large man. How much would you take to be my new bodyguard?
I won't consider it.
A shame. And he grabs the chains for the gnomish counselor, and from within his pocket he actually produces a pistol and shoots him in the head. And with that, he also motions for Cassandra to be released. See, friends. This is what friends do. We negotiate.
They're just gonna glare at him.
So, would you like to join me for dinner? I have a wonderful wine from the north. I think it might be brewed by your people, large man.
My people are dead.
Right, never mind. If, from near where your people are from.
I think we will pass.
Yes, do you have any other business, or you want to, leave?
I'll be in contact with you. And with that, he claps, and his army, literally shoves you out of the way as he walks out.
Okay, that's good enough. I can work with that. Okay,
Don't like how this is going.
So Calliope, do you think you can take it from here?
Stubbornly, she sits down on the throne again.
Okay.
And he's like, well, he murdered everyone else, so I guess I'm the only one left.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I think... So what we were coming here to tell you is that I'm not sure if the Human Council revealed any of this, but they're planning on essentially summoning greater demons to teach them spells that allow them to basically completely control the population.
Retcon. late retcon because I like this idea more. They're actually going to try to merge the planes.
Okay. That. They're doing that instead. Sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah.
So right now, they're searching for the rituals to do these summonings, so we are going to attempt to prevent that from happening, because that doesn't sound like a good thing. Okay. Cool. Good chat.
Yes, indeed. Is there any resources I can provide that can help you?
I think you're going to need everything you have.
Yeah.
Judging by how many people keep on walking in here.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, maybe some supplies and provisions, but beyond that, focus on fortifying the city, because at least 3 of the other council races will probably be trying to retake it at some point.
Well, at the very least, I can provide you with horses and maybe a rhino for the large man and some supplies.
We can work with that.
Or an elephant. Actually,
Rhino.
can any of you handle an elephant? Anyone have handle animals?
No.
Nope.
Damn. Okay, horses.
I can't really do horses either, man.
I mean, handle animal, like, it's more for, like, riding into war and, like, convincing them across fjords and stuff, but I wasn't gonna let you, like,
pretend I'm Gimli.
have an elephant without having handle animal.
Well, thank you very much.
Can I intimidate an elephant?
You cannot intimidate an elephant. They do not understand human intimidation.
I'm only a few levels away from a griffin.
Anyway, yeah. So that's where you guys are right now.
Okay. So you said the gatekeepers are to the west and the east?
So, okay. I don't want to step on Nick's toes. Nick, how would you describe the gatekeepers? Are they a mono? Like, is it just an elvish thing? Do you know of other sects?
You said sex.
It started. Nah. Duty.
Sorry.
It started as just an elvish or half elvish group. It has since expanded since I've left, though I haven't been keeping tabs on them like 100% of the time.
Okay. So yes, there is a desert to the. So you're at the very south of the continent now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shaped a bit like Australia. You're sort of in the. So like a half moon. You're in like the south, like middle part of the moon. If you go off to the east, there's a lot of desert. And there was some mention of a sect out there. And then there was also to the northwest. No, the other way around. West is desert, northeast is elvish lands, where there's another sect, which presumably Nick is more familiar with.
Rats, and I was really looking forward to going to the desert too. We could split up and go visit both sects.
That's done.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'd probably say we should go with the northeast one, since Camrith is more familiar with that.
It is farther, but yeah.
Camrith, what do you think?
Yeah, actually. He's the expert.
It is a little farther, but I would recommend heading northeast first.
Okay. Tally ho, friends!
As you're leaving, Cassandra grabs Taela. Move to another channel, Tim.
Tim left your channel and switched to OVO on Esta. Stetson left your channel and switched to OVO on
They
Esta.
totally are. Although, you know, the last time this happened, it was a succubus. Just want to point that out.
Hmm?
Do you remember last time Tim hooked up with someone, they turned out to be a succubus?
Oh,
Right.
yes, I didn't. Ben, I think my headphones are capping out. Battery-wise, at least. Oh. Talking is just chopping it out.
I kind of miss my necklace.
I'm a little concerned that we let a powerful spellcaster just leave after pissing him off.
Who?
I would have let him kill Cassandra. The gnome.
The gnome died. He got shot in the head with a pistol.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Stetson joined your channel. Tim joined your channel. Heretics on Esta.
All right, so you guys are headed off to the northeast, northwest,
Northeast, you said?
Northwest.
northeast. Yes.
This is why a map would be good.
I mean, I can draw up a crude one. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll show you generally where you're going.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know what major cities exist too, just like general land. For example, where the capital is.
So, you are right here. This is Thesaria.
Okay.
I'm not going to write that out. What you have here is a mountain range called the Dragon's Teeth. And what that does is it separates the lush forests of the elven lands from the desert that is the nomadic lands. And actually the desert kind of goes along the coast here, because, I mean, yeah.
I had kind of assumed that Thesaria was desert since you said it had sandstone walls.
To the north is another set of mountains. This is a very technical map. And this is where you're going to find a lot of the the hell are you called?
Half giant.
Goliath. Like the Goliaths, the giants. Like there's a lot of tribes up here, and it's a lot of ice. I don't know how to make ice different. It's just ice. A lot of like frozen tundra up here. A lot of hills and mountains. And then a lot of this is more temperate. This is mostly more temperate. This is where the humans are, and then along this coast is more tropical areas, and that's Dragonkin.
Yay, Dragonborns.
The capital is right in the center of the split between the human lands and the elvish lands. It actually kind of borders like where the forest and the temperate, more like grasslands are. It's kind of right in the middle there.
Okay.
Think of elves, humans, gnomes, dragonkin, dwarves. Dwarves are in the north, in the mountains, but don't have a really. They're kind of small in number, and they don't have a lot of control over the far north. It's like the wildlings.
Well, it's only about 30 feet to the Elvish lands.
Oh, alright, be there in one round.
Right. You guys are gonna. Do you want to continue tonight with this, or because I can keep rolling like. I can keep rolling. Or do you want to be done for the night and go on with this 2 weeks from now?
I guess I could go either way, personally.
Yeah, I don't have anything else going on.
I'm on vacation, so I can get going or do whatever.
I'll have to burb in I don't know how long. But I'm
I
unemployed.
suppose I'll need to make I'll need to make food at some point.
Yeah.
I suppose now would be a good time.
I was gonna say this seems like a good breaking point for
Yeah.
whether it's temporary or.
Right. We can decide when we get back, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we get any experience this round, or?
We didn't roll anything,
Yeah.
any fights, but I'm gonna give you guys like experience based on like dealing with stuff.
Okay, yeah. So actually, are we stopping, or are we just taking a break to clarify?
I think we decided that. We don't know.
Okay.
Decided on. We're gonna decide when everyone gets back.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or when someone gets back, or doesn't get back.
Yeah, if somebody shows up, then.
Need one person to not show up.
So you guys are at 10,300 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh is a little bit more.
You guys gain 3,700 experience.
Neat.
That boosts us to what? 14,000?
You said 3,750, right?
3,700.
Okay.
14,000 is enough to get us to 6.
What a coincidence!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, we're 6.
Well, then that gives me something to do while people are bioing and getting food.
Nope.
I got right down my hit. Can someone link Player's Handbook again?